like share, but think about that. What attracted y'all to us? Because I know for her and I, we just share like our stories. We get real. We have some humor in our posts and stories and such. And so it's not all Beachbody focused. Now, again, that's not to mean that we aren't proud Beachbody coaches, because we're Team Beachbody. We love it. We've drank the Kool-Aid, but at the same time, we are more than just Beachbody. And I think that's a really powerful thing that we have, and that we can, portray that like, hey, this is me. This is my journey. I showed up, 15 minutes late to a call. That's me. I'm sorry. It's not perfection, right? And so the biggest thing too is we always like to tell our coaches, lead from the heart, share from the heart. What you're sharing today may be something that someone, that resonates with someone, but it may not quite be boom, challenge pack sold today. It may be something that, you guys talk about in a few months. But that's the biggest thing, is they want us to be authentic. They want us to share our journeys and just take people along for the ride. And a lot of the times when people are along for the ride, they feel like they know you, and they feel like they've got this connection. And what helps with that is when you establish a connection, you start to establish trust. And when you establish trust, these people are going to start trusting you with their journeys. They're going to start, being okay with being vulnerable with you and sharing with you like whatever goals they have, health, fitness, financially, and whatever it may be. So being a product of the product is huge. It goes back to the whole practice what you preach type of thing. Attract, invite, and connect. So you should be connecting with new people daily and following new people and, engaging with your followers and your Facebook friends and such, because, I'm sure you guys have heard about the Instagram algorithm. They love sharing your stuff to people that you're engaged with. And so if you just get on social media and you're just posting your post and that's it, like, you're not going to get a lot of traction off of that. You have to connect with people. And when you genuinely connect, and what I mean by that is actually like commenting more than just like an emoji, or, commenting to their story. If you're like, man, that's a really cute top that she's got, I wonder where she bought it. Reach out, ask, because that's engagement. That's going to help you in the long run, as far as like showing your post to that specific person on their daily feed. And then invite. I feel like the biggest question we've received here lately, because we've had a lot of new coaches start and we're so excited, is what is an invite? And I totally understand. It's like, well, what are we inviting them to? So we're inviting them to, whether it's the coaching opportunity, maybe we feel like they could make a super awesome coach, or maybe it's just that we feel that we have something that they could use, like as far as our programs and such go. So typically an invite for us is basically reaching out to somebody and, inviting them to join us on this journey and become a part of or enroll with us in our online wellness community. And as far as scripting and such goes, we definitely can share that at another time. But, what we say to people with an invite, just keep it genuine, keep it simple. Don't overthink it. And, just invite, because the thing is these ladies that we've enrolled over the last year, 2 years, they haven't just like flocked to us. They haven't just been like, yeah, sign me up, let's do it. No. It's taken some like behind the scenes action. We've reached out to these people specifically. I know the ladies that I have on this call right now, I literally I talked and, invited them and such. And so like, it's something that you do have to do, because it's not going to just come to you as far as that goes. But like I said, we can talk about like what to say in the invite. Maybe if we have time at the end of this call. Personal development, guys, this is like a big deal. I did not understand personal development really until I came to Beachbody, until I became a coach, because I was like, why? Like, that self-help books, that's for like people that really need help, No, personal development is like, I don't know how to like even go about it. I actually just assigned a podcast to all of our coaches that are coaching with us right now, just to kind of spark some like encouragement and positivity, because like it says here, things are not going to be easy. This is not an easy business. It's a fun, it's a rewarding business, but guys, it does take, a lot of getting out of our comfort zones, becoming more vulnerable, reaching out to strangers, posting about our struggles, sharing our successes and transformation photos and all that jazz. And it's not going to be as easy. And so this is something that's super important to not only, us as coaches, but Beachbody as a company. They want you to constantly be fueling your mind with positive vibes, whether that's a podcast, whether that's a book, an audiobook, music of some sort, I don't know, but just something like that. And we want you to dive into it daily. It could be 15 to 20 minutes a day, that simple. And, like it says here, you can't pour from an empty cup. So if you are having like these negative feels, how do you think it's going to, come out when you're like on social media, when you're storying or, this and that? I'm not saying you have to be like this perfect, person and robotic and such. You can share your struggles, but it is going to be more difficult if you're not fueling your brain with like good vibes, because again, I've been told no over and over and over as far as this opportunity goes. And how I continue to go through, like keep pushing, is I listen to some type of podcast. Podcasts are more of my jam than a book. I'm not a big reader. I need something within 15 to 20 minutes to like light my fire up, and then I'm good to go for the rest of the day. But like it says, a lot of people skip this step, and I promise y'all, it shows when people are super down and they're just like, I don't know if this is for me and blah, blah, blah. Like, if you're one of my coaches, I'm assigning you a podcast to listen to. You best believe that. Like we've got to rekindle that flame and figure out, bring back to life or bring back to light what it is that brought you here, why you wanted to coach initially. And here's a podcast to fix it all, right? And then recognition. So I know for me, when I first started, I was like, well, how does this fall into like me right now? Because I didn't have any working coaches. I had like a challenge group of 2. My first challenge group was 2 people, guys. So it doesn't matter how many people you have enroll right off the bat. It can be you and one other. You've got to start somewhere. But recognition can be more than just recognizing a team member or recognizing a new coach. It could be, shouting out your group, someone in your group. We do a challenger of the week every single week. And so we recognize someone that's doing really, really well in the group and engaging, and not necessarily someone who's like perfectly on plan. It's more of, are they showing up for themselves? Are they supporting others and, things of that nature? And if they are, like, let's recognize them. And so, going back to, like our non-scale victories, we do that. We celebrate non-scale victories. We recognize people for those types of things. When every time I have a new coach enroll, like I ask for your picture and I want to shout you out. And Brittany does the exact same thing, because it shows like, okay, if y'all share whatever we've just tagged you in, like it's on your stories, then now it's like out in the open and people see you being recognized. And then, I know for me, when I would see other people getting recognized for things, like it created a lot of FOMO for me. Like I didn't want to miss out on like the recognition part of that. Like I like to be recognized. And so, that drove me like each month. It's like, okay, I got to do this. I got to do that. I've got to work hard because I want to shout out too. And I know that may sound kind of silly, but that's just how I am. But yeah, so recognition, celebrate it. If you enroll your first person today, celebrate that. If you, completed any training, or you were on this call, like you spent an hour of your Monday evening with us, celebrate that. Like the little victories that you celebrate along the way are going to continue to propel you forward. And you're going to be more and more proud of yourself because you're showing up not just for your wellness journey, but for your business journey. It's a big deal. So celebrate. I think, Brittany, do you have anything to add to any of that? I know.
No, not really to add. Yeah, actually, I don't ask for recognition pictures. I just pick one and celebrate you. So I can ask in the future though.
I'm casual about it. I'm like, hey, do you have a fave picture you like? Because I don't want to like.
Hey, do you have a
Want the
selfie that
same
you
picture.
love? Because I'm about to blast your face everywhere so that everybody can see more. But no, I really, just, I don't, yeah, I feel like Kayla said it best. So, I mean, truly, one thing I did want to touch on is I think of all of the vital behaviors, they are all very important, but the most important one, take it from me, is to be proof of the product. If you are not on your journey and you are trying to get people to start theirs, people are going to know that you aren't being authentic. And it's not that when I was struggling that I was coming from a place of or lacking in authenticity, because I always try to be very real. But I wasn't being super transparent. As coaches, we are called out, to be vulnerable. But I had fallen off and I wanted to act like everything was okay. And when in actuality, the best thing that I could have done for myself mentally and for my business was to be like, you know what, guys, like, I'm struggling and I need help. And so I want to use this to hold me accountable. Do stuff like that. Lean in when it's hard and you'll be good. But always be proof of, the workouts, the personal development that we do, the nutrition that we have, all of this stuff. There's no point in being a coach if you're not talking about something that's actually changed your life, no
I
matter
feel like
how.
that's also I'm sorry, Brittany, but
Oh,
I
no,
feel
you're
like
fine.
that's kind of what sets us apart from other, opportunities is we can share these things and it shows that it's like we're not just improving our physical appearance, we're improving our mental state. And that's a big deal. And I think I was just talking to Kirsten about this the other day. It's that I feel like a lot of people like, yeah, the physical part of it's awesome, but I think what a lot of people really need is like that mental shift because we beat ourselves up so much over this type of journey. And, once you have that mental change, like people are going to start to notice and they're going to be like, if she can do this, if she's like changed her mindset around, by maybe listening to whatever PD, daily, like it does make a difference and you're going to inspire the heck out of some people.
Yes. Couldn't agree more. Again, to touch on what Kayla said about personal development, it is very obvious when people aren't doing personal development. I thought it was a total quack when I signed up just as a challenger, and Ashley was recommending it to people. But it's literally the best brain food ever. So, and then recognition, celebrate each other, because we gonna celebrate you guys when you guys crush these goals. Calendar check. I don't think we did a July calendar because it was so hectic, but we'll have one up for July. Essentially what we talked about at the beginning of this call when I was talking about the team calls, aim for 2 a month. More than that, amazing, minimum 2. It's the one hour that we asked you guys to show up. So, and finally on this coaching basics thing, just breathe. One thing that I really struggled with when I started coaching was, and this is just the type of personality that I have, I felt like I needed to know everything right then before I could start. And just with coaching, that's not the case. We're constantly growing, we're constantly learning, we're constantly expanding our knowledge and leaning on other people. That's what you have us for. That's what you have me and Kayla for. But that's also all of these people on the call with you guys. You are all starting at the same time. You're all at the same starting gate with each other. So lean on people that are here to lift you up, because you're going to soar when you learn to lean on others. Let me see here. Kayla, did you have anything that you wanted to touch on? We touched on the Hustle Inspire page, Coach Family page, Beachbody Champions page, National Wake Up Call, Emerald, Success Club, and then the stuff in this. We've covered a lot of stuff.
I missed a lot.
No, you're fine.
Share when our team calls are?
Yes, yeah, we talked about that every Thursday, 9:15 Eastern, 6:15 Pacific. and we'll let you guys know, but I don't think there's any Thursdays that we aren't having one. There'll be one that Kayla's not at, but yeah.
And as far as team calls go, I really want to touch on this too. Like, I know Brittany was talking about like the 2 minimum thing, and guys, like we know things are going to happen. And life happens, right? But if you have, like, for example, RSVP'd yes, and something happens the day of, just reach out to your coach and let us know, because a lot of the times when we see the yeses, we're trying to like hold out for you guys to hop on.
Yeah.
And so we'd rather know, like, if you, hey, something, I've got to go pick up my kid from practice, something happened, or, whatever, that's totally fine. Just kind of give us a heads up, because we treat this like these like business meetings, and they're so fun. Like, it's just it's almost like a girls' night in, honestly. With content, with training, of course. But yeah, so just, maybe if you can, just kind of let your coach know if you're going to be able to make it or not, depending on your RSVP.
Yeah. The team calls, we have a blast, but we always do trainings. Once a month, we have a guest speaker on there. And then the last call of the month, we started doing this in May, is like a call that is solely focused on business growth.
Yes.
And doing what it takes to like help you guys lock in Success Club before the end of the month. I did want to mention, though, one thing that I didn't mention when I was talking about the Success Starter, that was the Success Club 5+, which is 3 people. It'll be like 6 points, but it's Success Club 5. But when you help those 3 people the first 3 months, as new coaches, this is not an excuse for you to not try in July, but as new coaches, you guys are able to start your clock on your 3 months, essentially, the first or the second month of your enrollment. So if you were to enroll July 20th, you don't only have those 10 days. August could be your first month. But what matters is that if you hit it in July, that means you have to hit it in August and September also. You can't like miss a month. But if you were to hit it in August, September, October, free ticket, Success Starter, all of that. But I think it's very attainable to help 3 people. We all know 3 people. We all have a best friend, a sister, an aunt, a crazy lady from work that just is looking for something new because she hates keto or whatever. Like there's always somebody that we can help, somebody that needs us, maybe even an old friend from high school that
I
is
would like to challenge you guys with this, though. Think of, I don't know, think of 15 people.
Mm-hmm.
Think of 5 people that you feel would benefit from our programs. 5 you feel would benefit from like the products. Maybe they're always tired, or they never have the energy to get a workout in, aka pre-workout, mama juice, mama crack, unicorn crack, whatever y'all call it.
Shakeology, if they're always dragging.
Totally. And then 5 more people that you feel can benefit from the community. So write those 15 people down and make it a goal to talk to those people, and share, or at least have them in your mind, in the back of your mind, because if you are brand new, it would be people that you want to like purposely be like reaching out to, and making sure that they're seeing your stuff, and sharing more of your journey, because that could be an easy few people that you get enrolled, whether it's family, friends, coworkers, whatever.
Yeah.
And then, did you mention about how the entire downline is welcome to our page, our
Yes.
coach page? Okay, good.
Yep. Yeah. Any coaches that you guys enroll are welcome in the Hustle and Inspire Sisters page. As far as challenge groups, Kayla, do you want to touch on that, while they're getting ready to enroll people to start their health journey too?
I would love to. So we always say that you are more than welcome if you enroll your first person tomorrow and you're like, oh crap, what do I do now? You are more than welcome to add them to the Cupcake group. Eat the Damn Cupcake is the online wellness community. Hustle and Inspire, strictly coaching stuff, but you can add them to there. Just give us a heads up so we can make sure we welcome them. and include them on the welcome. But if you start to like enroll like another and then another, and then like you're building this like community yourself, but they're all within our community, we're going to eventually need to ask you to spread your wings and encourage you to fly and create your own group. We want you to be a part of the Cupcake group, of course, so you can kind of see how we run our group. Sharing is caring, so take some things away from it. We post a sweaty selfie check-in every day. Boom, there's something you guys could go ahead and get working on and stuff. I will say this: when you create a group on Facebook, it is super simple, but you do have to add at least one person to it. So if you are one of those people that's like, well, I'm going to go ahead and get mine started, but I don't have anyone to add, feel free to add your coach to it. Several of my girls that run their own groups, I'm in their group just to kind of like help with feedback and give them suggestions, as well as be an extra engager and show the girls some love and make them feel special. And so if you want to go ahead and create a group, add us to it. We'll be more than happy to like hang out in there while you're getting all your ducks in a row. We do use Canva for graphics, as well as WordSwag. I'm a big WordSwag girl. Brittany's a Canva gal. But those are two apps that you guys can use to create these graphics. And guess what? There's templates and stuff for you. So it makes it super simple to kind of create and play around with.
Yeah, I'll type those. I mean, maybe, geez, if I can figure out how to work this. Yeah, I love WordSwag, but my phone doesn't like me. Probably has to do with the fact that I haven't updated it since like October. But yeah, Canva is a site. I actually use it for my full-time job too. It's a site and an app. WordSwag is just an app, but really easy to use and easy to make graphics. We're talking about stuff like sweaty selfie post and all that. Yeah, Canva is the bomb, literally a lifesaver. Yeah.
I'll use WordSwag just for like a quick graphic. Brittany and I have like found like some cute summary graphics you guys see in the Cupcake group, and they're Pinterest, yeah. And guys, we're not like these geniuses.
We're not professionals. We're just two girls with iPhones.
And the capability to Google and search. But I do use WordSwag for like the sweaty selfie post. When you guys see that go up, that's just the template that I typed sweaty selfies in with WordSwag. Super easy. But some of the stuff that you guys have seen, thank you, sis. Some of the things that you guys see, like our welcome letter, which Sandy, I see you on here. I still have to email you the welcome letter because you literally just enrolled tonight.
Hey, welcome.
I know, right? But the welcome letter, Canva. But like, this is something else I'll go ahead and chime in on, because I know some of my girls here lately have asked if they needed to create one. Guys, you can make this whatever you want. Brittany and I literally just created this welcome letter we send all new clients and coaches back in like January, and we've been coaches for so long. So it's not that you have to do it, but you can kind of see what we say in it. And if you want to create your own newsletter or welcome letter to all your new peeps, steal what we got going on in there, maybe make it your own, your own touch, but you can utilize it. But it's not something you have to have right off the bat.
Yes, totally agree. Just sorry, I have somebody else messaging me. But okay, so we've got a few minutes. I want to show you guys. We talked about this at the beginning. I told you I'd come back to it. The coach office. So just to reiterate, this is how we're going to be able to see, now that you guys know what I'm talking about, our Success Club points, whether we're an active coach, the current rank in our business, our customers, our customer orders, our coaches, how they're doing, like this is how me and Kayla are going to spy on you guys business wise. But I want to show you guys because there's a lot of helpful stuff in here. So your login, Beachbody Wide, if you haven't figured this out, is the same everywhere. So signed in. And okay, welcome to my office. So this is kind of Thanks. I decorated it myself. So this is home base. So right here, your coach ID, you're going to want to like memorize this down the line just because there's going to be different times that you use it, not like an immediate thing. But I got my name, my username, my paid rank. So I'm a paid diamond. If I were to like drop rank for whatever reason life happens, then I would go down to like ruby or emerald or something like that. And essentially what that would affect, so that team cycle bonus that I mentioned earlier off of volume, you get $14 per like 300 points that they can deduct out of your piggy bank as an emerald coach. As a diamond coach, you get $18, which that $4 difference doesn't sound a lot until you start having 10 and 20 cycle bonuses per paycheck, and then it's like making a pretty big difference. So I get to see my paid rank. If I was in qualification for something that doesn't apply, my business fee status is current, which is good. My lifetime rank is diamond. I'm active. That is when I joined. And you will notice here though, that I'm going to move this over. For Success Club, it says that I'm not qualified, but I have 10 points. I don't want you guys to be alarmed if you see this in your office. So essentially, I have helped 5 people with challenge packs so far this month. But my Shakeology, one part of Success Club is that Beachbody asks the people that are eligible for Success Club are actively using the product, be proof of the product. That's what we're talking about here. So you have to have either Shakeology or the performance line essentially on auto ship every month, which you should be doing anyway if you're using the product. So because my Shakeology doesn't ship until the 23rd of the month, that's why it's saying I haven't qualified, because my July order hasn't gone through. But come the end of the month, well, actually in like 2 days, I'll be all current and qualified and locked and loaded, like all is well. But I don't want you to see, get all of your Success Club points and be like, oh, why does it say that I'm not active? It's just based off of, or like, why am I not qualified?
I'm not currently active because my Shakeology does not ship until like this week sometime. So yeah, don't freak.
Yeah, there's sometimes where you'll like, there's that like 5 weeks in a month and it'll like say that you're inactive, but everything's like good and gravy. So just ignore that. But oh my goodness, I keep closing out. So from there, I could like click around on here all day, but like here's, how many months I've hit Success Club. I can see my paycheck if I were to click on earnings. No, thank you. You don't get to see that. No, I'm not shy about it. But if you go in here, there's also, if you click on this training, Beachbody, if you needed any more trainings, has everything here. Getting started, you guys are welcome to click through this. What you should do in your first 30 minutes, 30 hours, 30 days. This is going to be setting up stuff like your paycheck, auto drop. We get paid every Thursday. Our Beachbody weeks, we get paid every week. So it goes from Thursday to Wednesday, midnight Eastern. So then we've got different product training. If you wanted to know how to talk about Shakeology or Morning Meltdown 100, or maybe you've got a guy interested and they want to do something like Lift 4, but you have no idea what Lift 4 is. All of that's in here. Business training, Success Club, all of that. Events, stuff like quarterly events, Coach Summit, ways to grow your business, ways to monitor your business. So if you click on this monitor your business, this is where I'm at most of the time. I'm checking on my Success Club qualifications. I'm checking on my customers and their orders. If you click on sponsorship drill down here, this is how I see all of my coaches. And like this, where two of you guys are, green and now active, all of this is how I see all of my coaches and what their businesses are looking like. And then I've got earnings and commissions, my paycheck. If you go to this, my EFT management, I want you guys to do this like pretty soon here. This is how you set up your direct deposit. So that's not my account number, so don't try to steal my shit. But that's how you guys see everything. Also, I'm going to move you guys over here. If you click on this support, coach relations through Beachbody, especially the chat, is absolutely incredible. I have never in my life, and I work in customer service, so I have like pretty high expectations. I feel like I have never had such efficient and competent support from anybody on any question, no matter how ridiculous it is. But they're here for you. So if you click support and contact us, you can set up like a chat and all of this. But my favorite thing, Kayla calls me the FAQ queen. My favorite resource that Beachbody offers is called the FAQ section. And what this is Beachbody has compiled a FAQ form, a frequently asked question form, for any question or program or how to change your products or how to switch coaches or, what ingredients are in Shakeology or what is a qualification period. Anything at all is in here. And so, if you have questions about apparel or general information, questions about coaching, all of this, like, it's in here and it's super detailed. So if I were to click on, I want to learn more about Collagen Boost. Cool. So now, and like when I say it's detailed. It shows you how to use the scoop. It talks about the benefits, the supplement details, if it's like FDA compliant, vegan, all of that, different ways to order it. Again, general ingredients, storage, what temperature does it have to be stored at? Does it have to go in the refrigerator? Miscellaneous, all of this. They have something like this for any question that you might have. Again, Kayla and I are here for you guys. The Coach Family page is there for you guys. But if you need a quick answer, I would just Google something like, if you have a question about the promo codes that you guys are going to get in your email, promo code Beachbody FAQ, done. You've got everything that you need. So, Kay, did you have anything in the coach office that you wanted to touch on, or?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
I know sometimes, like, if my girls ask me a question and I really don't know the answer, or it's something kind of out of my control, as far as like needing, I don't know, to replace your flavor or whatever with Energize or, whatever the case is. I always direct you guys to like live chat or go to your subscriptions, your orders, and, edit that yourself. So don't think that like we're just like, oh, go figure this out on your own type of thing. But some of the things are kind of out of our control. And so if we, suggest doing a live chat, like sometimes that's the quickest way to get an answer. And like Brittany said, they are phenomenal, like with their service. And so I live chat a lot myself.
Yep. I do too. I want to stop the share because I want to see your guys' faces. Hi, guys. But yeah, okay. That was a lot of information. I know. But any questions, concerns, general thoughts? I don't have my lashes on today and I feel naked. So like,
I feel like I had a lot of questions, but that's a lot of information.
No, you're fine. Okay, so Ruby is it's another rank in Beachbody. It's kind of a halfway step between Emerald and Diamond. Diamond is what, like I said, it's what I am. Kayla was a Diamond until June, July, something like that. But essentially what it is it's like a high school diploma on being an actual business builder. And, like getting some working coaches under you. The reason that people bypass, which I could pull up a Diamond, let me do that real quick. We have a Diamond roadmap in the group here. Let me share my screen real quick. So, okay. So for a diamond coach, what you've got, you are the diamond here. And what you've got is I talked about the 2 legs of your business. You've got 4 coaches on one leg, 4 coaches on the other. And 1 coach on each of those legs is emerald, which means that they've got 2 people under them. So what Ruby is it's literally a diamond coach, but only 3 and 3, which you're going to want to build in padding for yourself, just so you can maintain that. You're not gonna maintain a rank with the people that got you there. You have to be constantly growing your business. Again, all of these coaches under you can be people that are using a 25% discount, or they can be people that are taking advantage of the coach opportunity. Either way, they're going to present the same in your business downline. But most people just bypass Ruby and go straight to Diamond because it's going to increase your business service fee, or not business service fee, your team cycle bonus from that $14 to $18. And it's a pretty big deal, you guys. I don't want to say that it's like hard or monumental because I did it in 1 week. But it's a big deal because it boosts you to like the top 1% of the company, and you get all sorts of like recognition and shout outs and all of this stuff. But essentially,
say something about that.
Yeah.
So Brittany and I are we have a different, I guess, bringing up and coaching.
Yes,
she went to Diamond so quick, and it took me like a year to get to Diamond. But the reason why it took me so long to get Diamond, because it shouldn't have to take anybody that long, y'all. Let's be real here. Because my coach Krista is also a diamond, and it took her just a few months. So it's like, it's not this crazy thing. It's an awesome thing to achieve. But the reason that it kept me from rank advancing so quickly was because I thought every coach had to be working. Like, I thought I needed all of you to be considered a diamond. And in reality, I just needed, like, whether it was discount coaches, working coaches. And so that's why you're going to be encouraged by your coach to enroll everyone as a coach with a discount, because it's going to help you build your business. And Lorena, I was telling you this, I think yesterday, where it's like, if they go inactive, then, you want to continue building and building and building, because you want to have some cushion, so that way you still hold your rank and all that jazz. So again, don't overthink it.
Yeah.
And
I will say, yeah, Kayla and I, we definitely started differently in our businesses. But one thing that I've learned between me, Kayla, and everybody else is that being a diamond coach, it's just a mindset. You get what you work for. But like for me, I did it so fast because, one, Ashley Molstad told me to, and if Ashley Molstad told me to do something, I was going to do it. But second of all, again, it doesn't have to be working coaches. So like for my business, when I did it, was because she was pushing for her team to be superstar, which is like, there's like 60 people in Beachbody that have ever done this. And essentially means that she has like 15 diamonds under her. But I had myself, and then I had my mom and my dad, which they used the products, but I enrolled them for the discount because why would they pay retail if I wasn't? And then I had a discount coach, 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 a discount coach. And then I logged in as my mom, and I had a discount coach and a discount coach. And then I logged in as my dad, and I had a discount coach and a discount coach. So you can make it happen however you want. Ideally, these emeralds would be people that you don't have to maintain on your own, because it's kind of a lot. So it's a very short-term solution to that, but it's a mindset. So if you want to do it, do it. If you want to take your time, you can, but there are definitely huge benefits to being a diamond coach. And it is a huge confidence builder, because if you are, I see you, Kay, it's a huge confidence builder, because if you are enrolling this many people, like, that you're doing something right. That you're changing lives and having a massive ripple effect.
Mm-hmm. Did you talk about spouse?
No, I don't touch on that too often, but go for it.
Okay. That's really fine. So I just want to give you guys an example of how I had built my way to diamond. you're going to hear people talk about like enrolling your spouse, and this is something we could talk about totally later, or significant other or parent or sibling or, you know, whatever. So one of the reasons how I did get to Diamond was because I enrolled that dude down there.
The Xbox master himself.
I enrolled him as a coach. And so people get kind of thrown off by that. And I'm like, no, he's not working the business. It's me working it for him, basically. But we both, I drink Shakeology. We both drink Energize, Hydrate, Beach Bars. We drink Recover. And so what I do is I order my Shakeology through my personal account, and everything else goes under Joey. And so I end up like saving money in a sense, because like I get the discount, and then, you know, sometimes he has little Team Cycle bonuses and stuff because he's got a couple of girls on, you know, it sounds bad, underneath him. But it's just, I don't know, it's interesting, but it was a way for me to have a business center that I could also control along with mine. And so, that's what I did as well, is like I had enrolled my people, and then I was like, okay, it's time to make Joey enrolled, because back then I didn't have like a lot of working coaches. And so I put 2 people that I enrolled with me underneath him to make him enrolled. So it's kind of cool how they let you do that type of thing, because I know other companies I've worked for, they were kind of about that, but they let us. So I took advantage of that. But, you know, just like Brittany, you know, utilized her parents, I utilized my husband, and my sister had enrolled too, and she became enrolled. So.
Yeah. And like I said, it was super short term. The one thing that is a benefit to having somebody, if you have a spouse, to having them enrolled semi early in the game, you know, again, if they're using the products, you might as well get the discount on it. But as you're building residual income for yourself, they will, and Ashley has like a representation, which hers is on such a monumental scale now. But like her husband, John's account, she doesn't work it anymore. And she earns like $3,000 a week just from like residual income on his, which is like stupid, you know, like that's a lot. That's a lot of money, guys. I can't even imagine it. I don't know what to do with my hands. But
but she told us to enroll a spouse. I was like, well, I guess I need to enroll Joey.
I guess I'm making $3,000 a week. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm not, disclaimer, not making $3,000 a week at all.
Yeah. Disclaimer, I make like $100 a month off of my mom, I think so. But hey, it's not bad. It comes from my products. So, but there are benefits. You can Google like residual income with a spouse account or whatever. But,
and it's a down the road type of thing too. Like Brittany said, like
it does not have to be a right now thing.
No. And it's a short fix too, because now like Joey's not even emerald, but I have other emeralds on that same leg. So it's like, you know, whatever. Now, could I build him to diamond? Yeah, I should. But I'm like, not.
Can you explain the leg thing?
Brittany Kaiser.
Yeah, let me grab some paper real quick.
Britt Kai Fit. Explain the legs.
Kayla's favorite thing these days is to call me Britt Kai Fit. Disclaimer, there's not one person in my life who has ever called me Britt Kai Fit. But here we are. Okay, so
I get really giggly when I talk about legs and like balancing them out and like length and stuff. So I let her talk about this. I'm not a mature adult.
She gets giggly about it because 1, she's not mature, and 2, she feels like she doesn't know how to talk about it 2 years into coaching. But
you don't have to know everything.
Hey. So share
but make sure my coaches take notes.
Yes. Okay.
No pressure.
Sorry, I'm drawing before I talk to you guys. So, ignore these lines. Let me turn off the share screen so I can
see your face. Charge your computer too.
It's downstairs, okay, guys? So we're going to do the short version of this. So, that's Kayla's face. Where's my face?
No, don't show my face.
There. Okay. So imagine this smiley face is your business center. So what we've got here is 2 legs. This is just how Beachbody balances. I'm laughing at Kayla laughing. This is how basically Beachbody like balances out your business. It's a way to, now she's laughing. It's a way for them to, make sure that people aren't like overhauling and basically taking advantage of the business. So we've got these 2 legs of your business and you're building people on each side of it. That part's easy enough to grasp. What I do want to explain real quick while I break down this explanation of the legs is there is what you will have what is called or referred to, I should say, your strong leg and your weak leg of your business. The strong leg of your business is something that is basically whatever leg of your business that you are on your coach, because you are going to benefit from your coach. You're welcome in advance. So basically up here, I've got like mentor. So imagine that, Stephanie, this is me right here, and you're the smiley face. So I've got you here, and I'm signing up all of these people, and just imagine this leg continues to go down. So as I'm signing up people, you guys are going to benefit from my volume, my piggy bank that we were talking about, that Team Cycle bonus. You guys are going to benefit from that. So that's going to make it your strong leg, because there's going to be volume in there, points in your piggy bank that you never have to worry about. Like you're basically getting them for free. Like you're just cashing out on my work and Kayla's work, which is pretty baller. So that's your strong leg because we're helping you build it. You will also have a weak leg in your business. Excuse me. Your weak leg in your business is called your weak leg because it's just a piggy bank that you're building on your own. So it's purely based off of coaches that you've enrolled, and you're not getting any benefit from your mentor. I know it's a lot, but does that make sense essentially? Just there's a little bit more to it, but
yeah, I can get an idea.
Okay, cool. Okay, yeah. So basically, like strong leg, help from your coach. Weak leg, one that you're building on your own. Where this comes in is and I'm gonna make this leg darker so you guys can see.
And Lorena and Kirsten, I'll put your what leg you're on in the chat too of mine.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys how to do it in your coach office too. So 200, 100. Okay. So imagine that you are now Emerald and beyond. You've got these lines that are coaches signed up in your business. You've got your strong leg here, which means that you've got all sorts of points funneling in from people that you're enrolling and from your coach. Okay. So that Team Cycle bonus, when I said it was 300, because they need to make the business, not like harder, but, better than a better business structure, I should say, than just like a pipeline, because that is actually what it turns into, a pyramid scheme, and that's illegal. But what they do is it's 300 points total, but every time that they can deduct 200 points from your volume on your strong leg and 100 points from your weak leg, that is what equals the $14 from the Team Cycle bonus. So that's really where like weak and strong legs come in. It has no effect on your business besides volume and Team Cycle bonus purposes. But yeah, so let me show you real quick before we end this, because my computer's going to die, how to see what leg of your business, I guess, is the strongest and which is not. So coach.teambeachbody.com, our coach office. So we've got home base here. If you click on volume, oh no.
Where'd it go?
I don't know. I thought it was dying for a second. Oh God, my life flashed before my eyes. I have to do the fast version of this. Come on, man. Okay. Kayla, can you pull it up?
Do what? Yeah.
Can you pull up your coach office?
Yes.
Please and thank you.
Hang on. Oh my God. I'm so confused right now. Okay. Hang on. I want to make sure I've got it. Oh, I don't even have.
Because I'm going to teach you guys how to see which is your strong leg and your weak leg. Because even though Kayla put it in the chat, it's likely that you're going to forget like 15 minutes after we get off of here. So, huh?
I'm trying to share. Hang on. What in the heck? It's like not wanting to share my stuff.
Did you click share after you? Did you click share desktop share?
Can y'all see my
yes?
Sorry, office. Okay. Oh. Okay. So you want me to go?
So if you click on volume under Success Club. Okay, you see how Kayla has like a monumental piggy bank on the left leg? That's from Ashley. But if you were to look at like her right leg where she's got lesser volume, that's volume that she's building on her own. So I want you guys to like do this tonight and like check in with your coach, or at least like if you can't figure it out, definitely check in with your coach. But log into your coach office, click on volume. Because you're new coaches, whatever leg has the most volume is going to be your strong leg of your business. So most volume, strong leg, easy enough. So like Kayla's strong leg is her left leg. My strong leg, I think, is also my left leg. But it changes for every person. It just depends on how you were enrolled. It has no effect on your business, what leg of your coaches that you're on. So,
yep.
Easy peasy. Okay. Any questions before the old computer dies?
Any feedback? Anything you guys wish we would have talked on more or less?
I guess I have a lot of questions.
Do you want to ask?
Or? I talked over somebody else. I saw somebody else asking something.
Oh, just now?
Yeah.
Do you have a question, sis?
You're good. Go for it, Lorena. I'm going to go grab my charger.
Obviously I'm new to the social media thing and posting and all that stuff. Do you recommend my pages being public?
Yes.
Okay.
I actually, I tried to share your transformation in my story and it wouldn't let me. And so I wanted to talk to you about that because there are options. Like I know, like I had a private page before I started, but it makes it difficult for people to find you.
Okay.
Because a lot of the people, like Kristen's on here, and her and I've never met in person. We just met through Instagram. But she wouldn't have found me if my stuff wasn't public. So.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll change that because I have them private. Not that I'm them,
Yeah. Well, and I'll share this too. Kylene, that's on our team. She was very anti, I'm probably gonna make my own page and not share any of this stuff. And now she uses her personal page and shares more of her kids and her family now than she ever did before. So it was just one of those things where, you just either you create your own new one or you use your personal one. And I use my personal one.
Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm talking to a chair, so it's kind of awkward.
You're talking to a chair?
Yeah, because she's the main screen, so it's just like myself and then her chair.
I'm sorry.
You can't see me?
No, I can't. It just says Kayla Sykes is talking.
Oh, okay. I can see all you guys.
There we go.
There we go.
What other questions do you guys have? Because it could be about social media can be about anything at this point. I mean, we're here for you. No question.
Yeah?
We can see you. You're like front and center. Can you see yourself?
Who? Me? Oh, I'm sorry. My daughter is like doing stuff, so I'm like, sorry. No. I don't know. I guess I do have a lot of questions as far as like, I don't know how to post. I was never one to share my story. I'm very like, I overthink everything, and I already told you that, Kayla. Like, I just need to post it and just do it, but I'm getting there slowly.
You're gonna chip away at it. I mean, I haven't always been sharing the stuff I've been sharing today. It's taken me like, a while. So you'll get there. Don't feel pressured to be like, here's all of me all at once, like give them little by little.
Okay.
That
works.
Yeah. Pre-Beachbody, I posted like once every 2 months. And now I post like 5 to 7 times a week. So it's definitely something that you grow into. As a coach, you're going to start to like get more vulnerable. But like Kayla says, it doesn't have to be like your full heart on your sleeve. Your first post is something that you're going to grow into. And that's just part of your journey that your followers are going to get to see too. So it's okay to ease in.
And then she had asked while you were gone about making her profile. She should make it public. And I encourage that because it's very hard to build a business if it's private.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's, kind of a doorstop in your business if you have a private profile, because you're basically guaranteeing that nobody new can find you. And there is a lot of power to your people that already know and love and trust you, but they aren't going to be the only people, that stick around forever. Also with that, I'll say you don't have to have a huge following to see success in your business. When I hit Diamond, I had less than 200 followers on Instagram. So I will say, and I had somebody, I don't remember who it was, asked me earlier, what helped with that essentially. And I just think that leading with authenticity always, and really coming from a perspective that you're sharing something that you care about, again, no matter how new this journey is to you or not, people are going to vibe off of that. And that's what's really going to help you be successful. Because these other people, I'm sure that there are people out there that have 60,000 followers. But if you're fake AF, for the kids that are around, if you're fake about it, like, people are going to know. So the authenticity leads always.
How long did it take for you to get comfortable posting on your stories, like talking? Because I hate my voice and I feel like I sound so stupid when I'm talking on there.
100% agree. I hate the sound of my voice.
I probably didn't listen.
I mean, I hate my voice. I didn't mean I hated your voice.
Thanks, Kayla. That's great. Awesome. Welcome to your business. Kayla also hates your voice. But I probably didn't listen back to my stories for a couple months. I think it's something that you grow into, you get confidence to. I don't love my voice, but at this point, I put myself out there enough that, like, at some point I'm going to hear my voice feedback on something. So, also doesn't help that my mom will, like, watch my stories in front of me in the living room, which is the worst, because moms are like volume 10 or 11 always. And so it's like me when I didn't know it was going to happen, and very loudly. So, but you'll grow into it. You'll get your confidence, and it comes with time.
And it doesn't mean that you have to, like, story, like, for, like, 7 slides or anything. Like, it could be, you just, hey, y'all, like, that's just how I talk. I'm, from the South, so I'm always saying y'all. But I just, like, I'll share something in the morning, and I'll maybe like 4 slides, and then like I'll share pictures, or I'll share something funny or something motivational, or
Boomerang or
a boomerang, and I'm talking, like breaking it up. So don't have the pressure that you've got to be talking all the time. But I will say this, that when you talk and you share more, like they get to know you a little bit better, and they see your personality come out, and people like love connecting with that. Yes, gotta shout out Kirsten. Is it Kirsten or Kirsten? I feel like I'm saying it incorrectly.
Kirsten.
Yeah. Boom. Oh no, you're good. You're good as far as not speaking. But yeah, so I saw you show up today and share your stuff, and I was just like, oh my God, that's so cool, you know? But what led you to do it today? Because it was your first time talking.
I just felt that I needed to. Like, if I waited, because that was my concern when I spoke with you yesterday. So I didn't want to wait and make that like the thing I was afraid of.
Right. And it was just a few stories. It was just
Yeah.
about 3 or 4, nothing crazy. Yeah. And then she showed a workout move, and then she showed her post-workout. Yes, I'm a stage 4 stalker with my girls. So I know what you're doing and all. And I'm usually like, oh my gosh, go girl. Yeah.
if you think I don't see you, you're wrong.
Like, Lorena, I knew your profile was private. I tried to share your stuff. I'm just a weirdo. But no, like, I don't know. I think, you know, I want to constantly remind y'all that Brittany and I have not always been this way. You guys are walking in on like chapter 27, and you didn't see chapter 1. Because chapter 1, I watched myself in Time Hop, where Instagram used to save your stories. Oh my Lanta, y'all. Like, it was terrible. I was annoyed watching myself. Like, what was I doing? But you have to start somewhere, you know? So you know what, Stephanie? We're going to challenge you. I love a good challenge. So tomorrow, just wake up, and whether it's before your workout or, you know, whatever you're doing, just do like a little good morning thing type of thing. Like, maybe you're making coffee or you're making your Energize or whatever, and just kind of like say, good morning, how are y'all doing? You know, happy Tuesday, or whatever is you. And do it. Rip off the Band-Aid and go for it.
Okay, I'll do it.
There you go, girl.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't have to be, oh my gosh, of course it's going to be like brighter than AP Devils. But, like, I was talking about my nails earlier. I mean, just like give the masses what they want. They want to see bright pink nails.
Well, I did talk a little bit earlier, but it was about like saving money at Walmart.
Yeah, I saw that though, but people love that. People love that. And you were talking about the dreaded trip to Walmart, and I'm like, preach.
Yeah, and I was proud of myself. I spent less than $100, and that never happens.
And people love that. I'm telling you, you think we're silly about this, but like, they're like, oh my gosh, like,
You're making yourself relatable.
Yes. Yes.
And I have one other question. Sorry, that's my homework.
Hey, girl.
But I had people reach out to me asking questions, and like we've talked, and it's been like 6 different people. But like when I follow up with them now, I'm not getting any response. Like, so should I just like move? I don't want to be like a salesperson and like, you know, like annoy these people. So should I just like move on and like not follow up again?
Well, I think that there's a difference between being pushy and following up with people that just might be busy. And you can always confirm, you know, with them their interest level, you know? So if it's something where you are, and you can text me and we can see like where people might be starting to drop off at. But if it's, you know, like something like price, we can work on like verbiage. Or I just did a talk on, I don't know, was it last Thursday? Letting objections, you know, whatever people's reason might be. Essentially, I think it's just an excuse for them to not believe in themselves, because it's hard to believe in yourself. But let those be conversation starters instead of roadblocks between you and somebody else. Because, I mean, the reality is that this might not be for everybody. I think that, you know, there are different things that work for different people. Firmly believe that. It's just my responsibility to share something that I love. But with that too, hold on, I lost my train of thought. You know, like some people just like get busy, and while direct messages and Instagram Messenger, especially as a coach, and we're using this as our business platform, they're very important to us and something that we're on top of. Sometimes people open a message and forget about it because they're burning their dinner or their kid spilled laundry detergent everywhere or something like that, you know? So people get busy.
Well, and something too that we talked about on the call we spoke on last night for another coach. Think about this, like people are not used to getting DMs like we are. And so, you know, if you don't think about it, you're like, oh my God, I got a DM and I'm reading as I'm walking into work, I'm going to forget to reply more than likely. And so I wouldn't take it personal because even I'm guilty of it. Like I will purposely not read your message until I am ready to like read it and be able to respond. Not everybody's like that because that's not what they do all day, you know? So don't take it personally. And I wanted to chime on or piggyback off what Brittany was saying about conversation starters, because I had a girl I reached out to and she basically said that now wasn't a good time for her because her and her husband just separated. And of course I'm like, oh gosh, like feel bad. I want her to know that I care. So here's what I said back to her. I said, I'm really sorry to hear that. I sure hope things get better sooner than later. I can't imagine how tough that is. I know it doesn't seem like a solution by no means, but if you change your mind, the support from this community is just incredible. This group of women has helped some of the ladies dealing with some really difficult life stuff get through it as best as possible. Always here if you decide to consider it. And she replied back and she was like, I really appreciate that. I will definitely think about it. Just need to get on my feet first, blah, blah, blah. And I said, I completely understand, sending all the good vibes your way, mama. And she said, thank you. So when is your next enrollment? So like, I didn't just be like, oh, they're getting separated. Can't do it. I immediately thought she could probably benefit from this community of women during this time. It may not be right now that she enrolls, but like it's kept the conversation going and it was a genuine conversation because I can't imagine being in that spot right now, like with twins and separation and stuff. So I just let her know that I cared. I didn't push her. And she asked me when enrollment ended. So.
Yeah, I went through something similar. It might have actually, was it yesterday? Was yesterday Sunday? Yeah. Well, long story short, last week I had been talking to somebody. She filled out my application on Tuesday to join the boot camp, and we've been talking literally every day from Tuesday to Saturday. And she finally decided that she was worth it, and I sent out the enrollment link. And then she texted me at 1 a.m, which I super appreciated, and told me that she wasn't interested anymore and that she changed her mind. But what I did when I text her back at an appropriate hour, because I feel like any decision made at 1 o'clock in the morning is probably not the best one. But I messaged her back and I was like, I totally get it. Do you mind me asking why? Like the change of heart and stuff. And essentially she came back that she was, dealing with some family stuff and had a grandmother that had passed away. So she was, traveling hours away, every weekend for the next month to clear out that house. And she has a lot going on and she doesn't, know where she'll always be. And I was like, well, if you're not ready, you're not ready. And that's okay. We can always touch base later. Cue me putting a reminder on my phone to follow up with her in 2 weeks. But I did say, for what it's worth, one, I think that you deserve this. And it's really hard to invest in your health. But we talked about your goals and I want to see you be successful. It also sounds now more than ever that this community of really supportive women and workouts that go wherever you go and a meal plan that's easy to incorporate no matter where you are, it sounds like this might be what you need now more than ever. And then, a couple conversations later and she's, getting back to me, I think maybe tonight after she talks to her husband. So, and it might end up being a challenge pack and somebody that I changed their life now, or it might be something where I change her life later. But I kept that conversation going. And what I definitely made sure that I did was I wanted her to know that I wasn't just there for her for a sale. She knows that I really care about her and her situation and, making progress on our goals, whether that resulted in a challenge pack or not. So, but you can text me and we can talk about, you know, responses and scripts and all of that. Yeah, keep y'all squared away. Thank you guys for hanging out with us this long. I didn't plan on it going
Sorry
this
we
long,
kept
but-
y'all so late, 'cause I know some of y'all are on Eastern time. Well, Kirsten is here. She's in Jersey.
Yeah.
Jersey. Let's see. Okay, any questions before we go to bed, guys? Feel free to like sleep on this. I know it was a lot of information. That's why we include like the breathing disclaimer at the bottom of the 6 crucial coaching basics. Blah blah blah. Breathe. But-
And don't forget to, if you guys want a one-on-one, I know I haven't had a one-on-one yet with you gals in here of mine. But if you guys want to chat, well, I just talked to you, Kirsten, yesterday, but you know what I mean. If you want one this week, let Brittany or I know, and we will get that scheduled for you, because we can kind of let you guys marinate on this, and then we can chat more in a few days if you'd like.
Yeah.
Yay. Love it. Well, my
Awesome.
cup is full. I'm happy now.
I love working with you guys. I'm really excited for your future. And I love that there's more people that weren't on here. Thankfully I have a partial recording for them. That's my bad. But, you know, we've got this pod of people, and Kayla and I are going to work on a way to like team you guys up so you can, you know, bounce ideas off of each other, whether it's a Facebook Messenger thread or something like that. But you've got people that are all starting right here on the same path, and there's no competition, just we rise by lifting others. So feel free to bounce ideas off of each other or partner up or do whatever feels right.
Love it.
All this
All right,
together.
guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Of course.
Bye.
Of course.
Bye.
Thank you guys. Good night.
Night.